Hello. So I love Slay the Princess. It's one of my favorite games from last year, and I was just like randomly thinking about it, and I see that there's like a survey on Steam that they're taking. They have a general survey about the game. I don't want to do that because that just kind of spoils the game. But I thought this would be kind of cool. A new princess ranking poll. This time separating the Chapter 3 princesses out of the Chapter 2s, as well as including options for TSM and the base princess. Uh, So I thought I'd do this and the voices and record it because I love this game and I thought it would be cool and fun. So let's do it. Official princess ranking poll. Pre-pristine cut, so pre the ending of the game, the big finished part of the game. Please vote on how much you like the content. How much you like the content the character is in, i.e., a princess you love to hate should be ranked highly. I wish you could uh, exclude princesses you haven't met, but alas, just like put them at the bottom or something. Stranger includes her final iteration. Base princess includes both soft and cold variants as well as their final iteration. Uh, Handy chart included upon request. So these are all the princesses. There's the adversary, Apotheosis, right? Beast, Moment of Clarity. That's their name. That's weird. Damsel, Den, Fury, Burned Gray, Nightmare, Prisoner, the Razor, Drowned Gray. I When I think of the Razor, I think of the one that's all swords, but okay. The Drowned Gray, the Thorn, the Stranger, the Spectre, the Eye of the Needle, the Tower, the Wild, the Witch, and the Wraith. Okay, so this is the list. So I just want to say, so I met a few of these like on my video, and then I played this game over and over again, and I met all the rest of them. And I want to say, let's go with the worst ones first. And I think the worst ones, although I like their design, like they look really cool, are the two grays, the burned gray and the drowned gray. Um, the reason is they don't talk to you. Like they look really cool, and I get why they don't talk to you, but they you can't interact with them. You can't talk to them. Just whatever happens happens, and I think that makes them the worst in my opinion. Let's see. I think let's see. Adversary, Wild, Eye of the Needle. This is tough because I do like I think all these are awesome for the most part. It's just these two like you don't interact with them much. They are cool looking, but you don't interact with them much. I think Moment of Clarity. That's after you see the nightmare's face. That's this one. That's another one where it's because you have no choices. Um, because you have no choices, I think she kind of goes here. Damsel too. Damsel, she just kind of goes along with what you say. Like I get that that's the point, but she's like I think these are pretty much in order. Does damsel go higher than I think it goes lower. Moment of clarity, like there you've interacted with the previous one. Damsel just kind of goes along with what you've done. But then again, like if you do just leave with her, like if you don't question her and you just leave, she it's like the only one that's happy. Like I don't know. Maybe this will move up because you do actually get to like be like this is the Vash the Stampede playthrough, right? Is the damsel like this is the one where you just don't hurt her at all, and I do kind of appreciate that. But we're ranking the princess itself, like the result, right? Like who you get. This might move. I don't like the beast that much, actually. Mm, let's see. The Prisoner. I kind of like The Prisoner. Like this is weird. This is weird ranking these because it's like none of these are bad. But The Prisoner is another one who's just she's really guarded and she doesn't. There's not a lot you can do. You know, like you can't. You can help her in your own weird Slay the Princess way. I think I like her better than the Beast. But you can't talk much to her. She's very guarded, and there's not a lot of interactions you get with the Prisoner. So I guess that goes there. Apotheosis. Apotheosis is cool. Moment of Clarity. Do I like Moment of Clarity better? Let's keep going. Let's see. Apotheosis is cool, but it's another one of those where you don't get to interact a lot. Like it's just kind of what happens. There are two kind of routes that you can do with Apotheosis, and it is cool, and it is like continuation of like the last thing that happened. The Fury too. The Fury is an amazing design, right? Yeah, the Fury is an amazing design, but nothing you do changes how this works out, and I kind of that bugs me. Wraith is cool. Base Princess. Base Princess is actually pretty based. Like that? You like that dad humor? You like that fucking terrible? The Den. What is the Den? The Den. This one. The Den goes. You know what? I'm gonna put Den because Den is another one that's very like little interaction. I'm gonna put the Den. I'm gonna put the Den here actually. There's really not much you can do with the Den, and if there's like some moments with this one where she's sort of vulnerable, and I wish you could like speak in that moment, like you know. All right, let's see. Adversary is too good to put lower. Wild. What's wild? This one. This one. I actually kind of like this one. Oh shit, this is gonna be tough. Put all these things that you like in order. Like some of them, yeah, like they go at the bottom, but like if this was like throw them in the trash, I'd be like, no. Ranking things that are all good. Wraith, Base Princess is good. Shifting Mount is amazing. Thorn, Tower, Nightmare. Ooh, these are all strong. Stranger. I think Stranger and Razor go are the next to be, I guess, cut. Stranger and the Razor. Razor's funny, but it just kind of goes into nonsense. And the Stranger, like, she gets merged, and then there's really nothing you can do. Then there's the Stranger at the end, which is decent. But I feel like because you don't interact with the first Stranger that much, and it's always very similar, you know, that it kind of goes lower. Her design is good. There is the ending though. The ending is strong with Stranger. I like that. I don't know. I like the Stranger better than the Beast. I like it better than Prisoner. I'll put it here. I would say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the threes. The threes are kind of not doing it for me, right? The chapter threes, except for one that's fucking awesome. Okay, where are we? We're up to Fury. We have Wraith, the Razor. Yeah, the Razor. She's funny, but there's not a lot you can do once you meet the Razor. Like there's not a lot of like different outcomes, and I think that's why it's weaker. Actually, now that I think of it, hmm, 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 yeah, I wish there was more you could do with Moment of Clarity for it to. Yeah, I think that's about right. The Thorn Tower, Nightmare. Which goes next? Which goes next? Oh, Eye of the Needle. Eye of the Needle is another one, right? Eye of the Needle. That's this one. Is again. There's not a lot you can do with her. She's cool looking, but there's another thing where there's like a moment of vulnerability. Um, where I like when characters are vulnerable. I like when your main character is vulnerable. Um, and you can't like speak like it ends. Um, okay, so I have the Needle. I think I like it less than the Wraith. Less than the Fury. Less. Mm, yeah, yeah. Ooh, before I have the Needle. I would put Eye of the Needle here. I would say. Okay. So where are we? We're here now. So we got base, shifting mound, thorn, tower, nightmare. Who are we cutting here? These are all wild. Which one's wild? It's this one. I would put. This is really hard. This is why Slay the Princess is one of the top games of last year. Because this is these like all these versions of this same character are all fucking awesome. I think actually Wild goes next. Wraith Wild. I like the Wild. There's a few different endings with the Wild, which makes it a strong part 3, chapter 3. And I think there's like 2 or 3 that are. There's a lot you can do with the Wild, and I really appreciate that, and I like that. Probably hide this, right? Sorry about that. Hide it. All right. Well, my taskbar is here. Sorry, everybody. Anyway. Okay. Now who goes? Adversary, Spectre, Switch, Nightmare, Tower. I think Tower goes next. But Tower, I do love to hate. Because Tower is just, it's like when somebody has like a god complex. But I do love to hate it. Tower's cool. Damn. Damn. All right. That's weird because I like this one. Okay. All right. Here we go. Top 7. I think Nightmare goes after Tower. Nightmare's great. To me, these are all bangers. Nightmare's fucking awesome, and it's really well done. It's probably like the spookiest one, I think. Um, the voice that you get really helps out with this. And it's just a really interesting chapter, and it's really super cool and special. It's weird. All right. But I think it goes now for me. Ooh. Adversary. This is cray cray because I love adversary. Um, but she's got to go now. I think this goes just because the different endings with the adversary, they they lead, some of them lead to the fury, which always ends the same. And I don't know. I feel like there should have been a way to. I mean, like the game is great. Like I'm not gonna take away anything from this game, but I wanted a way to like talk her through things with the adversary because she wants to fight so bad. You know what I mean? I just wish there was a way to come to some sort of meaningful conclusion, especially because fighting, like people who do fighting, like training and stuff like that, they talk about it, and it is like a form of communication. So I wish there was more of that in this. I don't know if I'm explaining what because it is there, but like I don't know. Like I'm not saying it's bad; it's an amazing chapter, but like I just feel like there was something more I would be looking for to put this higher. Anyway, now this is tough. This is tough because if somebody asked me what are your favorites, I would be like these. Um. I. Ooh, is. This is just going to be 20 minutes of me staring at the screen, not able to make a decision. Um, I am going to have to say, I would. Oh fuck! This is so hard. Oh, I like. Damn. To just to show. All right, so the five, right? So we got. Oh, we don't have. They don't show the base. So we have the thorn, which is this one. We have the witch, which is like the little cat one. We have the specter, which is this one. That's one, two, three, and then we have Shifty is not here. Shifty's not here, and then we have the base princess. Fuck. Oh. All right, I just want to be very clear about something. These are all top one for me, but I'm gonna put them in an order, and I'm gonna explain why. But these are all really awesome to me. Here's the order. Fuck, I don't. Because I like them both so much. Um. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, Oh, this is so hard. You know what? This that was hard. Now, the reason I was going between I was thinking about these two, and then the more I thought about them, the more I was like, I actually like them pretty good. The reason why I'm cutting Spectre is I like the Spectre. I think it's one of my favorite designs in the game. That's this one. Um, I feel like you don't get to like to. All right. So spoilers, but like you, I don't feel like you properly get to apologize to the Spectre and like go through that route of like I'm like you do get to like help her out, um, but you don't get to say like I'm sorry I hurt you. I don't think if I remember correctly, and like mean it. You know what I mean? It's just like well, if I knew you would be a ghost, I wouldn't like you know. Uh, I like the reason I'm cutting it now is I like the Spectre so much, and you don't get to spend enough time with the Spectre. You can there's a bunch of choices that lead to different things, and that's really cool. But they like she spends some time inside your head, and I it would be cool if you could like talk to her more so she sees like what's going on and she's not angry at you at this point. So it would be cool if you can like talk to her more and interact more with the Spectre after letting her see what's going on inside you and all that stuff. That being said, this is an awesome princess and this chapter is awesome and I love this and it hurts to cut. It's like cutting off a finger. Okay, now one of these two. Fuck. I think the witch. I'm cutting the witch next. I think the witch is great. I think her personality is like one of the most fun of all the princesses. Um, I think her designs like fun as hell. The reason I'm cutting Witch now is because she was betrayed. This is all spoilers for all these. Before because she was betrayed. Um, she's like destined to betray you in this chapter. And there's only one option, and it's kind of odd the option that you can choose. Like all right, so the only way that you can end things favorably with the witch is if you basically give her the knife and let her kill you. So if you don't take the knife, you lose out on like building trust with her, which is kind of odd because the knife represents hostility in every other chapter, right? So if you don't take it, you don't get to meet Thorn, and you don't get to like this. After you give her the knife, trust her with the knife, and she stabs you. She has this moment of like, "What have I done?" Like, and it's kind of heartbreaking, and it's very touching, and it's one of the strongest scenes in the game, I think. But you don't get to see that unless you bring the knife, which if you've made this decision that you're not going to hurt the witch or the princess again, you wouldn't bring, and then that would cut you off from giving that option. So that's the only reason why I'm cutting this now. Um, then the thorn, I think the thorn is great. The thorn is like sort of a representation of like um, being in a relationship where you kind of both hurt each other, And then the conclusion to the thorn is how you want to move that relationship forward, whether you break off completely or whether you try to build trust with each other and let it and be better together. And it's beautiful, and it's she's one of the favorite princesses, I think, because of that, and because you get to smooch her, which is also great. Um, it kind of the only criticism I have is like this is where you've hurt each other, and that's the only one where you get to actually like show physical affection. Really, I wouldn't mind if you could like hug the specter and say I'm sorry. Like that would be awesome. You know what I mean? Um, so that's why I'm cutting Thorn now. But these are all awesome. This is tough. This is tough. The base princess, you might be like, why is this your favorite? Because you start the game with her. There's the soft version and the cold version. And there's the ending, like this is like her true self inside of herself, her heart kind of thing. And I think all those moments are really strong. Like the first meeting is very strong, whether it's with the base innocent or base like skeptical version of this. Like it that hooks you into the game real hard, and the endings are very touching and sweet and amazing. Um, and they make you feel the emotions, right? Then again, the shifting mound is like the coolest like boss fight I've ever encountered in a visual novel. Like it's one of the coolest like visually it's cool. The way they do her voice is great. She's got like a presence to her. The music's great. The shifting mound is freaking awesome. I kind of wish that there was a way to, because her heart is like the base princess. I kind of wish there was a way to. I mean, there is in a way, but it's sort of weird. Like you make this a new universe together or whatever. But I kind of wish there was a way that you could tell the base princess like you can be yourself, like you can be the shifting mound, but also let's just move on and not be these entities. I guess that doesn't make sense, right? I these are again like these are super interchangeable, but just for like the amazing design and work and visuals and music and everything around the shifting mound, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put it at the top because like I felt like I was like meeting like um like the final form of Sephiroth again. Like it had that kind of feeling. And I don't think I honestly felt that way since the final form of Sephiroth. So I'm putting this at the top. Base Princess, I'm putting one below. Drag your preferred option to the top. Yeah. So, but I swear to God, like these two are awesome. These two are both my number one, and then these three would be my number two. Like I love all this stuff, and then all this is all like game of the year shit. Um, yeah. So that's my final vote. I'm gonna say Shifting Mound, Base Princess, Thorn, Witch, Spectre, Adversary, Nightmare, Tower, Wild, Wraith, Fury, Apotheosis, Stranger, Prisoner, Damsel, Moment of Clarity, Eye of the Needle, Razor, Beast Den, Burn Gray, and Drown Gray. That feels like this feels right. Let's vote and let's see. Oh, Oh wait. Okay. Thorn. Thorn is on top. Okay, let's take a look. Thorn and Witch, they're on top. I understand this. I super understand this. I bet half of this at least is just because of the kiss, if not more. Which half of this is because she's got cat features. Prisoner is really high. That's pretty interesting, actually. Prisoner being number 3. Spectre, I would have said Spectre would have been higher. I would have definitely said the Adversary. I know a lot of people like the Adversary. A lot of people like the Razor. And then Base Princess. Shifting Mound's pretty. I would have thought these two would have been. Eh. Eh. Maybe no. Maybe no. I think the Razor's way too high. A lot of people do like the Razor though. Razor's really funny. I'll give the Razor that. Okay, Nightmare I know is popular. Damsel, I think a lot of people like the Damsel because it's another like lovey-dovey one. Stranger's below the Damsel. A lot of people like the Stranger. Wild Tower. You know what? It's interesting because look at the look. Wow. The Greys. Yeah, because you don't interact with them. I get it. And the Fury too. Here. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, the Beast one's not that great. That's you know what? That makes sense. Well, it's very cool. This is really fun. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I recorded it. The fuck is live results? Okay. That was great. That was really fun. All right, let's do the voices. Yeah. Okay. Voices ranking poll. Narrator, skeptic, opportunist, smitten, cold, broken, hero, hunted, contrarian, stubborn, cheated, paranoid. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Fuck. All right, I gotta remember each one too. How do I do this? Do I do this the opposite way? All right, so no, let's do the same thing. Let's do cuts. Hunted, I think, is probably the like. Not that I hate it. It's just, like it comes with some of my weaker princesses, I guess. Paranoid's great. Cheated. Who's cheated? Voice of the cheated. Fuck, I don't remember who cheated is. Damn it. I don't remember who cheated is. Broken's depressing. Let's see. Opportunist. Yeah, I think opportunist goes here. Because I like opportunist a little bit. I think, right? Who's cheated? Fuck, I forgot which one cheated is. Stubborn, I know. Stubborn lasts for a little bit. I forget who cheated is. Fuck. Cheated. Which one are you? The hunted, this is like the beast ones, if the beast gets you. Broken is if something completely fucks with your head. Or if you get beaten, he shows up. Opportunist is if you lull her into a false sense of security and then you stab her in the back. Paranoid is comes with spookier stuff. Comes with the Nightmare. Paranoid's really good. Cheated? Who the fuck is cheated? Cheated is when you almost cheated is when you feel like does cheated come with a ghost? Or skeptic comes with a ghost, right? I think I like skeptic. Skeptic I think is one of my favorites. The narrator too. The narrator is not really one of the fuck, man. Mm. Hero's great. I fucking love Hero. Damn. Oh, I don't know. I forget who cheated is. Damn, I'm upset. All right, just because I don't remember who you are. Right, like I don't remember the moment where you show up. I feel bad. Like, fuck. All right. Um, yeah. Opportunist, paranoid. No, paranoid goes higher. Stubborn. I think stubborn actually goes here, although I like stubborn. All right. Contrarian goes here. Cold goes here. Cold is when you just murder her. Ooh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't know why I always do that when I do this. Mm, I like Skeptic a lot. But I think Skeptic goes. Fuck me. This is now we're tough. Um mm, Smitten is so fucking funny. Shit. I really like Paranoid though. Paranoid's fucking funny as shit too. Oh, and that shit, the heart, lungs, liver, nerves shit is so good. Oh, oh no. Oh. Uh, I'm sorry. This is just dead air because I love them both. It's so funny. And he is so funny. All right, and then I'm gonna leave it like this because that paranoid stuff is like that heart, lungs, liver, nerves shit. That is something special. But Smitten is so fucking funny. This is good stuff. And then all right, narrator and hero. The narrator thing is so strong, but then also like in the end when the hero shows up after being gone for a little while, you're like, oh my god, hero, you're back. Hero's fucking funny too, but the narrator is like a good antagonist when he needs to be. Oh damn, this is tough. This is fucking tough. That moment where hero comes back is like so great. These are both number one for me. These are both number one. And then number two is these three. And then Cheated, I'm so sorry, Cheated. I don't remember you. I feel you've been cheated. But I think this is it. Let's vote and let's strict checking his name. I don't know what the fuck that means. Voice of the hero is here, and then Contrarian. Contrarian is funny. I understand Contrarian. Smitten is really funny. Paranoid's great. Narrator, yeah. Stubborn. I farted so hard just now. Skeptic. Opportunist. Yeah. Broken. Which one is cheated? Fuck. I feel fucked. Oh, excuse me. I can't remember which like where cheated shows up, and I can't remember any of the like lines that cheated says. But yeah, broken's annoying. Like you don't love the aim, he's just like bringing everything down. I can't remember the cheated. Like I remember the context of it, but I can't remember like when it shows up. Maybe after Witch. Whatever. Yeah, maybe after like the Witch gets you or something like that. Like I remember cheated being in there, I just don't remember like. But yeah, Hero's great. I agree. I think that narrator should go higher though, because the narrator really does drive a lot across in the story, and that shit with the mirror at the end is so cool. Like I think narrator goes here, but like Paranoid is pretty great. But this is really fun. I want to thank Tony Arias for putting this out, and I want to thank Black Tabby Games for this fucking amazing game. Like 2023, I said this in the video, but 2023 was an amazing year for games, and Slay the Princess stood out amongst them. It won something on Steam or something like that, but like it should have been considered for like way more. Like honestly, I think everything that they were trying to do, they did splendiferously, and I think it really showed. And I think this is an amazing game. And I think there's a few games that I think everybody should play. Like even people who don't play video games, like I think like Journey is one of those games, and I think Slay the Princess is another one. Ooh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I can't not do that. But yeah, like I think Slay the like if the makers of Slay the Princess see this, like I think your game is as good as Journey. Like I think this is a game that everybody should play, and one of the reasons is everybody can play it. It's you just select the dialogue, and you kind of interact with the game, and it's really interesting and fun and great. And I've tried to introduce a few people to it, and it wasn't their thing. But like, I also like I played it with my sister. You can watch the playthrough on YouTube, and we had a great time. Like I think this is awesome game. Yeah, these polls were really fun, and it speaks to the quality of the game, where I get to like the top 5, and I'm like, like it hurts. That was really fun. I'm glad I recorded this, and I'm glad I spoke all these thoughts out loud. Thank you everybody for watching and hanging out with me, and play Slay the Princess. The creator said if you don't want to buy it, pirate it and then pay for it when you got money. Like they said that. Like that's amazing. Play this game, buy it, buy the thing with the extra money that like I did, because the game is amazing. I don't have a lot of money, but I bought the support the game package because I thought it was great. I thought it was amazing game. Thank you. And the designs of the everything fantastic. Play Slay the Princess. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.